welcome to this explainer. I'm absolutely thrilled to have you here today because, well, we're looking at something that can literally make or break your entire project. We're mapping out a vital lesson pathway on building truly user-centric, decentralized applications, specifically on the Solana network. Now, if you're a developer or designer in the Web3 space, you already know the deal. Building rock-solid smart contracts, that's really only half the battle. The other half, the part that actually gets people to use your product, is the UX. So today, we're going to break down exactly how to test and iterate that experience so your users actually stick around. Okay, let's dive right into this. Think about the traditional apps we all use every single day. They've got those seamless logins, a quick Face ID, and all the backend operations are completely hidden. It just works. But jump over to Web3 dApps and boom, suddenly users are hit with constant wallet connection requests, terrifying signature pop-ups, and transaction hashes that look like absolute gibberish. Our core problem here isn't the technology itself, it's that gap, that massive gap between the complex blockchain reality and the seamless, frictionless experience users have come to expect. So, here is our roadmap for today. We're taking a zoom-in approach. First, we start broad with designing Solana dApps. Then, we zoom in a bit to Web3 UX design principles. Next, testing your dApp UX. And finally, we zoom right down to the most granular level, the UX iteration cycle. Section 1. Designing Solana dApps. We all know Solana is essentially the high-speed sports car of blockchains, right? It offers massive throughput, sub-second finality, and just incredibly low fees. It's a phenomenal engine under the hood. But here is the harsh reality. A ridiculously fast engine is completely useless if the driver crashes because the steering wheel is falling off and the dashboard is a confusing mess. If your decentralized application's interface is clunky, unresponsive, or just generally confusing, your users are never going to experience that underlying speed of the network. They're just going to close the tab. You absolutely have to build a steering wheel that matches the sheer quality of the engine. Section 2. Web3 UX Design Principles. Now, what's really interesting about this concept is how UX fundamentally shifts in our space. In Web 2, UX might just be about button placement or, color psychology. But in Web 3, it's defined as the seamless navigation of blockchain interactions, wallet approvals, and network states by an end user. I want you to step into the shoes of a first-time Web 3 user for a second. They don't know what a gas fee is. They don't know what it means to sign a message. Good Web3 UX acts as a translator. It practically holds the user's hand through network latency. It clearly explains exactly why a wallet pop-up is suddenly appearing on their screen, and it abstracts all those intimidating blockchain mechanics into simple human-readable actions. Which brings us to a pivotal question. If your dApp is lightning fast, but users literally can't navigate it, does the speed even matter? Think about it. Technology is a multiplier, sure, but usability? Usability is the baseline. 0 multiplied by 1,000 is still 0. If the navigation fails, the Solana network's incredible transaction speed becomes entirely irrelevant to the person sitting right there at their keyboard. Section 3. Testing your dApp UX. So how do we actually fix this? Well, when rigorously testing your interface, you've got to target 4 critical friction points. First up, wallet connection states. Does your app clearly show when a wallet is connecting, connected, or disconnected? Second, transaction signing clarity. When that wallet extension pops up, does your UI tell the user exactly what they're approving, or is it just a blind sign? Third is error messaging. If a transaction fails due to network congestion or insufficient funds, please, whatever you do, don't just throw raw JSON code at the user. Give them a plain English error and a clear path to fix it. And finally, speed and latency handling. Look, Solana is fast, but it's not instantaneous. Are you using loading spinners or optimistic UI updates to let the user know their click actually did something? You absolutely must test all of these points rigorously. Section 4. The UX iteration cycle. And this brilliantly illustrates how building the best dApps isn't a straight line. It's actually a continuous loop. You start by testing those exact user flows we just talked about. From there, you gather data and real human feedback, really watching where people hesitate. Based on that friction, you iterate. You rewrite that clunky error message, you simplify the wallet prompt. Finally, you deploy those changes. But here's the catch. Deployment isn't the finish line. In the fast-paced Solana ecosystem, deployment is just the starting line for your very next cycle of iteration. As we wrap up this explainer today, I want to leave you with a final vital question. I want you to look at your own project right now. What is the one point of friction in your dApp that you can iterate on today? Is it a confusing wallet connect button? Maybe a scary transaction prompt? Find that friction point, apply the iteration loop we just went over, and go build a steering wheel worthy of the Solana engine. Thank you so much for joining me for this deep dive, and honestly, I cannot wait to see what seamless experiences you build next.